what that means. That means house tours. So let's get started. We've got a lot of homes that we want to visit today. This being the last week of, or house tour week of December, and with it being the theme of winter homes, I just want to get as many of the last ones that I've located or heard about, try and get them all covered today, because next month we'll just start on our regular tours. Now, it may be that we visit some winter houses after today, but it's not going to be a completely dedicated stream to that. So first, let me do a quick tweet just to let everybody know that we are actually doing some streaming right now. Now, we are going to be visiting both Exile homes and Dominion homes today. We've got a few on both sides that I want to catch, so hopefully folks can bear with us as we do that. So this one that we're starting out is actually a regular viewer of ours. It's Bones' alt, Santa Claus, Christmas Town. Now, obviously, this place isn't even close to being complete, but I thought it would be fun to show some of the ideas that they have that they're working on. Looks to be some kind of like a little holiday tower here. You know, sometimes when you go random house visiting and stuff, it's interesting to see how people progress with their builds. You know, it's one thing to come to a build that's been completely done and finished and they open it up to the public and let you see it and everything. It's something else when you see it as a work in progress, because you can actually kind of appreciate the nuances of like changes that they do, and just being able to kind of better see what the place looked like before they started messing with it and then how it's progressed. When you go into a build that's already done, sometimes it's hard to imagine how they got to that point. Here we have like a little winter cabin of some sort. The main thing though is the little Christmas or Winterfest delivery system they have over there. I'm going to check out the Proto Mini House real quick. I'm not sure if they have anything in here. Doesn't look like it, but for those that haven't seen it and didn't see it on my plot before, it's a pretty big space. Easily you could divide it up to 2 or 3 floors if you really kind of squinch it in, and lends itself well. There is some issues with like being able to manipulate items in it. We got a tip the other day from one of our viewers saying that if you go in with your edit mode toggled on and the advanced mode switched on so that you see the arrows before you go in, it should work properly. If you forget though, and you do use Katya's add-on, you can always use the decor editor via that add-on to manipulate stuff a lot easier. So the gift distribution mechanism over here, we had got to talking about plays and how one would distribute the gifts, and they decided to go with a Tua inspired method. So you have the little Tua NPC up here manning the little play, and they've just decided to do like a gift drop, but it's not all just gifts, it's just random bombs and missiles and things. It's probably not the ideal Christmas or holiday distribution method. I'm sure there's a lot of injuries involved in that kind of thing, but I just thought it was funny. You know, give somebody some ideas as well on their own. But we probably will come back to this one later once they've actually finished it. So that's Santa Claus, an alt of a viewer of ours. So next one we're going to visit is Lady Annaloy's place. Now this one, well, it's not full on winter. I mean, you don't have like, there's still a lot of, obviously a lot of greenery. There's vines and willows and everything. I liked this one because it kind of shows how you can take an existing plot. I'm fairly sure a lot of this was already there, like some of the gazebos and stuff. But how you can modify it, just add to it or accentuate it in a way that suits it to the season. So this is Lady Analloy's Misthaven plot. Clearly it looks like they've decided to go with, changing the ground. I don't think it was actually the snowy ground before, because I've visited this place a few times in the past, and it was always nice and very lovely and green and just kind of a sweet little build, and then they've kind of just updated it for winter. So you have the little I don't know, guard posts or something. So they've got these, just little accents. It's an idea that you don't have to go completely all out Winterfest. You can just throw in a few decorations to kind of show that, yeah, your plot is celebrating it, but it's not like, whole hog on it. Here's a little makeshift snowman. I thought was pretty adorable. Looks like the end of the hazard cone for the nose. I'm not sure what those are for the eyes and mouth. It looks to be either a bottle or a file or something, being used for all the buttons and mouth and eyes. Trees for the arms, and of course the little gift bag filled with other gift boxes. And then a flower pot for the hat with a little snowflower on top. It's a really cute little thing. I have no idea what they're using for the eyebrows. It's just a little item that they use to kind of, give it a little bit more character on his face. And of course the body and head is the actual, I think it's giant snowball or something, some kind of snowball decor. A fun little idea. Again, just throwing in the regular come as they are. This thing is so disturbing looking. I still haven't gotten a hold of one of these. I'm gonna have to break down and buy one, I guess, because I've been kind of just waiting to buy a lot of the stuff to see if any of it drops in the instance, and so far no luck with that one. Maybe it doesn't even drop in there, I don't know, but anyway, I liked the idea of using these snowy hills, just kind of plopping them in certain places, not overly, done. And obviously you can tell they've kept them fairly small, but it just kind of fits. It looks nice with this. It just suits it. So here we go off to just some little, again, like I said, I'm pretty sure most of this was already there. A little hugel altar kind of thing. Notice the dreamy eyes. I think that's the bottoms of the medical cot hovering, giving that effect. And I think they've even allowed the bottom bit to show through to kind of just highlight the eyes even more. Then they've got this little enclosed bar type of thing, which has been decked out with holiday decorations. They've got the garland along the rails. It's basically just, I think it's those leafy bushes that you get on the housing vendor, the open red drapes for the bows, or ribbons, however you want to say it. And then this cute little tiki bar. And you sing some caroling here. Got the noisy lob doing their little act. Again, just throwing in these extra bits inside their already existing little build just helps tie it all in. It doesn't look forced. It just looks like, okay, hey, the season that we're going to celebrate in this little village type thing. So here we've got a little meeting place. Maybe they come for tea or looks like little snacks. Maybe they have meetings here. I think the Orin landing pad is one of the landing pads that doesn't always get used as a landing pad. You have it here, but I see it used in a lot of other different ways. Here's another Winterfest decor. So you don't want to miss this. So you have your fab kit and everything, but they've also added on this little hanging seating area. I can get up there without falling off. I thought this was a cute idea, having it suspended by the chains. Got a lovely view. Again, just little touches. You know, all throughout, there's all these little wintry touches. So, you know, for those that really don't find the Winterfest holiday really big, they could just turn their existing plot into something where it shows a little bit. There's a lovely little graveyard. I like all of the little detail here with the fountain. They've got those dark mossy bushes. I mean that. Looks like the owl, the hoogle is crying. Just lots of little flower accents. You know, graveyards don't always have to be creepy. This doesn't really feel too creepy at all. This feels very like a nice graveyard, actually. Little WildStar statue there. It's even got, you know, Shades Eve decorations, but it doesn't feel creepy at all. It feels very, very solemn and nice. They could probably turn it creepy, add some cobwebs and things. There's a snow globe out in the middle of nowhere. There he is. But I just wanted to show that, you know, just because, you know, a lot of people decide to do a full-on winter plot doesn't mean that yours has to be. If you just want to throw in some accents, you can still pull it off nicely. Really nice. Even though the landscaping is pretty much flat, you know, we don't have a lot of mountains and caves and things like that. I love all of the added flowers and things. Here's a bit of a little lake kind of area that's got bits been frozen over. I like how it's reminiscent of those in like Celestia, on these little islands in the middle of the lake thing. I'm sure that's why they built it that way, but it's really cute. It's just the top of one of those thinker heads, I believe, because of those mushrooms on it. Kind of a dead giveaway there. I don't think there's anything up in there. It's a really pretty tree. It's one of those new canopy trees. Over here we have a little, another kind of like a little platform place to come and meet up, chit chat, enjoy a cup of tea. Got the new Winterfest fireplace even. See, just little touches. You got the stocking hanging on there. Little bits. That helps, you know, tie it all in. It doesn't. It's not overly done. It's just. I mean, even here you've got the hula with the little holiday hat on. I think that's everything outside. A little hula hat there, or hula hat, the holiday hat. I like the little lantern here that they made. Just some, I guess it's the tuba floors, metal edged 2x4s, the dome, and then a couple more 2x4s for the handle, and then just a candle inside it with the glass panels. Dressed up the Wop snowman a little bit, the bow tie and the hat and the feathers. And of course, having a decorated tree, you don't have to go all nuts with, you know, all sorts of things in it. Candles works great. We've seen that before, and it really works nicely. Here we have a lovely holiday wreath. Looks like bushberry bushes or whatever. Got one of the sunflower looking plants. Forget what it's like, a blossoming something. The habanero flowers for the red drape curtain thing for the bow, and then fancy bow tie to finish it off. These things always look so evil. Look at them. They're like red-eyed and nasty looking. So off we go to the interior, and again, most of this was already there. They've just thrown in the Winterfest accents to kind of, I mean, that's how you do with your real home. You have it already. It's not like you get a new home just for Christmas or Winterfest or whatever. You just decorate it with the little accents, and that's what they've done here. So you see little Winterfest bits here and there. Got the wreath on the door. Looks like they've made some makeshift mistletoe kind of stuff hanging over the door. Got the snow globe there. Little accents on the doodles. And of course the posters, that helps pull it all together. But, you know, not just the Winterfest stuff, but even the ideas. You know, usually you see the refrigerators and stuff for the kitchens. I think this is the first time I've seen one using the empty trophy cabinet as the refrigerator. Works nicely though. You know, the shelves are already there. You just stack it up and set you on some glass and you're good to go. Refrigerator here, I guess, made out of maybe this is like the pantry or something, and then this is the fridge made out of the flat metal tables. Not sure what that's supposed to be. A mixer, coffee maker. I'm not sure. And they have their little holiday tree right here. Candles, windows, and Rouse flowers as the decorations. A sock here and there. Back here we have a little bathroom. Lots of little makeshift. You know, when I say makeshift, I'm just saying it's a combination of items to make something else. Like here's the toilet. That's a plate, dome, the tube, and looks like a window. Just different pieces put together to make it look like something else. Nice big round tub. The towel rack is a ladder. This is good use of that, the leaf window. It's one of my least favorite windows just because of this hunky thing that's here, and they found a good way to use it. Just stuck it on the window for the mirror and using it as a vanity shelf. This is one of those instances where you need to get in close to make sure you see all the small little details, because some of it disappears the further you are. Makes it tough for screenshots when you're trying to capture like a wide view of something and then half of it disappears because you're too far from it. It's kind of frustrating. Let's see, I think there's something up above. Yeah, I think you're supposed to use this as the stairs. It's in this little TV corner, nook, whatever you want to call it. Then in here, they've decided to kind of, a lot of people forget to use some of this space. You'll go into one of these spacious homes and there's nothing here. They just let the tunnel go all the way down into the next room and just consider it one room and two rooms. But it's really nice when folks kind of take this space too and incorporate other ways to do it. So here we have a nice little living room seating area where they can enjoy some music, read some books or something. The deck railing has come in handy for a lot of people. Good way to use the leftover Shades Eve candy buckets, just making it look like it's holiday candies or something. Here too, just more accents with the wreaths. Let me go down inside, still continuing with the little accents of holidayness. Come into the bedroom. So you've got a little reading area, and again, got the stockings on the mantle here. A really lovely open hearth. Got a nice aquarium thing going on here. Look at all the little stuffs. I mean, they had to decide what pieces they were going to put and make sure they stuck it in here. I like this little couch thing. A lot of people kind of steer clear of these mattresses, but I've seen folks using them a lot more and more as cushions for couches and other seating arrangements. And this is a good example of ignoring that it's, you know, just a bare mattress and saying, hey, it's a white kind of couch cushiony thing. And they've just built a little framework around it. And it works really nice. And you go up, and then you have this little office area. Got the little laptop here. It's just two tablet computers stuck together with a little keyboard on the end. I like how they've managed to squeeze in some kind of a seating in this awkward little corner. A lot of people have trouble figuring out things like that, and this is a good example of how to just kind of sneak something else, an extra bit in. Make it look like it was meant to be there all along. So that's Lady Annaloy's Mist Haven. I think we visited her place in the past, but I wanted to show how you can take an existing plot and dress it up for whatever seasonal holiday you want to celebrate or, you know, partake in. So the next one, let me just stretch this off here, is I'm not sure I'm going to say it right. Ackerman Wraith, I think is the name. So this is another kind of example. It's where you have a house and maybe you don't want to take up the whole plot. A lot of people feel like if they have this huge plot of land, they have to use every spare inch of it. And this is a kind of way of make it where you don't feel pressured. So they've kind of blocked off most of it, I think. While there is, some extended bits of the house and everything, you'll see if you kind of look around here, where they basically, it's pretty empty back there. You have to kind of really spy around to see that, but they just kind of kept it enclosed. And that's a nice way. You've got this nice little like courtyard area, and then you can focus most of your attention on the details for the interior of the home. So out here, it's all decorated for Winterfest. We have the carolers here, which is an odd selection of carolers. Some of them don't look like they're getting along too well, but if you have the NPC decor and you've got to find a way to use them, this is a fun way to do it. So you have your carolers there. You've got the little apple cider vendor over here. Still being able to use greenery and stuff, but then they've included enough of the snow to kind of help, sell the idea. They've done their own little makeshift snowman here. Looks like some of the new spaceship parts that has the little clampy arm thing, and then bananas for the face. He looks a little evil. It's like an evil snowman. And then, of course, the stringed lights of varying ones strung out along the way. So then we enter the home itself. And again, they've kept with keeping the accents, the Winterfest accent throughout the place. So you have, I guess this is called like the foyers, where you come in, you hang your hat, you put your keys down, mail, that kind of thing. And a little bit of storage there. I've only visited some of this place, so I don't really know what all's here. There's a nice bathroom. You got the tub. Nice makeshift. It's just oran arches, walls, chewa cups for the faucets, a hammer for the hammerhead for the main part, and then a tiny chewa cup for the faucet open end. With, I presume that's a river piece that's being used for the tub water. The shower here is a little different than some. I'm not sure what pieces these are. I think that's one of the, like the edge of one of the Dominion fence posts or something. Chuba cup for the shower head, a hammer there. I don't know what this part is though. It could be part of the beer tap or something. I really don't know. Nice, simple little bathroom cabinet. Again, the chewa cups for the handles. Granite floors for the cabinetry construction itself. Looks like they're out of toilet paper though. And we come into the nice big living room. So you have the TV space here. A nice little fireplace here. And it's just the Exile holographic fireplace, but like myself, they probably didn't like that bright, gaudy blue. Even though there's some blue accents in the room, and it would probably fit all right, I think most of this kind of tend to cover it up, and they've done a nice job with the Bassian floors. I like the little sword rack there. 2x4s and little metal edged blocks for the sword. There. Big screen TV is just a couple of or maybe it's just one computer tablet there. The holiday tree, again, they've used the round rug as a tree skirt and decorated with all manner of things. There's balloons, some of the new lamptastic ornament looking things. It's got a chupacabra skull in there, some bombs, even the magnetic containers. It's all sorts of, like I said, anything goes with that kind of thing. It just depends on what you have available, here's a banana, who's going to put a banana on there? But it's, a lot of it is just color. You want different colors in there, yellows and reds and blues and things. I like the little window scenery here. You can look out and see. Nice, pretty yard. Again, don't think there's actually a lot going on the exterior. In fact, the last time I was here, I couldn't find a way to get outside beyond the gates, so I'm not sure if there actually is a way to get in there. Here's the main dining hall, and talk about an extravagant feast. While some of the things are just standalone, like the succulent pig platter and the fruit bowl and stuff, they have taken the time to do some other kind of clever combinations, like you have looks like a little weird purple pudding kind of thing. Now, the reason they're getting away with that, because that usually has like a really big long stem, is because of the way they've built the table. They've got a solid bottom base. So that helps when you're needing something to sink in. The same way with the candelabra here, that's really an actual tall thing, but you don't see it because it's sunken down in there. You got the little bread loaf. They even made a little tray for it, like you would normally see. Same way over here, got a plate of salad. Enough variety included with the sameness, so it looks really extravagant looking. This is another, whoops, get a good, better view here. I'm gonna stand on the piggy. Nice open scenery where you can see some of the tops of the trees. You can see some other things sticking out up there too, but we'll ignore that. So that's the grand dining hall. Now, this appears to be the kitchen where they made the grand feast. So you've got the fridge, which is made out of a couple of tablet computers, and then the chip hand locker, I believe. Got the beer tap coming in for drinks. We've got this little microwave. Looks like some sort of a control panel with, again, they use the tablet computers pretty extensively. They got it just kind of all boxed in. It's nice looking. I think that might be a mixer of some sort. Cabinetry, just a lot of orange walls, hammers for the handles. Simple, but it looks nice. Would fit lovely anywhere. I even like how they've got it halfway. They've got the tiling halfway up the wall. Now here it kind of, I might have missed it before, but it looked misleading. It looks like it's going to a bar, but it's actually the cold storage. But I like all of the meat hanging off the chains, and you got all these ugly carcasses. It's one way to use those corpses as like storage. And then they got the little 6-packs here. And usually it's just a pile of beers or a couple of, but they actually have it marked off as little 6-packs, which is fun. Pretty organized little storage system. But I couldn't figure out any way, I haven't found any indication that there's like a bunker house or something to look at. There's a nice little display, and I like how they've got the orange table as like the little plaque that would, be a description of what it is. Maybe it's some, kill that they made and they wanted to preserve it for posterity's sake. But I think that's it. Either I'm blind as a bat and just haven't figured out how to get to other areas down below or something. There is an upstairs, which we will go to now. But I don't think there's any way of getting elsewhere. There's another little TV room. This is more like I imagine this is supposed to be, rather than books, it's maybe their DVD collection or something, their Blu-ray collection, where they come and watch videos. They got the nice little sound system built in, which is nicely done, taking up the whole wall just like a typical kind of home entertainment center. Then you have the treasure room, which obviously has lots of gold and treasure to it. And then, what to say? Yeah, it's just the bedroom. So again, either I'm missing it or it just doesn't have one, or maybe it's something that they'll add later or provide access to later or something. It could be that. But that would be Ackerman Race Vault. Not sure what the name is all about, but there you go. So it's one way to kind of, if you feel a little overwhelmed with that huge plot and you just want to kind of section off a small bit and decorate that and ignore the rest of it, this is a way to do that. While it isn't like full-on wintry, it does kind of show you how you can bring some of that winterness to your plot, even if it's in a small way, and still pull it off nicely. Okay, so the last one on Exile side that we'll be checking out is Ravina Featherheart's plot. Excuse me. This is called Frozen Falls. And you can see that they've taken to hiding up most of the teleporter pad. They found ways to incorporate some of the Shades Eve stuff. I mean, we have the Gothic gate here, and but lots of snowy decor as well. Snow-covered bushes. You got those stones. The ground, of course. I love this little pathway that they've made. It's kind of enough makeshift where it looks natural. You got some faux buildings here. Well, this one isn't faux, but I think there are some down below. But lovely little construction. I mean, they got the little stove here, chimney. Look at how nicely that just kind of works. It's just, I think it's exile walls. Look at the cellar entrance. They put picnic tables on top of that to look like the doors, which is nice. There you have, I think that's actually a cleaver that they're using as an axe of some sort. Notice the wood piles, the thorny logs that they're using as wood piles. They've taken the time to cover that with a bit of snow. It's little things like that that you remember to do that makes it look more realistic. Let's check out this first little house. So here you have a nice little makeshift fireplace. With the bubbling cauldron, is one of those wire security fences for the grate there. Simple but nice. I mean, they could have added more detail in here. Maybe they've run out of decor space. For all I know, that's probably really the case. I mean, they've dressed up the pantry area nicely. But just a simple little house. Maybe it's the groundskeeper's home. I don't know. So I don't know which one they're using. It could be the a massive umbrella tree, or it could be one of the new snowy hills that they're using for this raised area. I imagine it's the umbrella tree because from what I understand, when you use the snowy hill, to get it to set over the teleporter pad, it has to be fairly large. I haven't seen anyone's mention that they were able to keep it sized down pretty small, so I suspect it's probably still the massive umbrella tree. But using the snow-covered rocks and things to kind of hide the edges, and then they've made this little path that you go down. Let's go this way, I guess. The only thing funky about these, using the snow-covered trees as bushes, you get some weird collision issues where it kind of sticks out a little weirdly. Again, snow-covered logs. Oops, I see a cave here. I guess this is the hunter's cave where he's trapping animals and stuff. Pretty gross, all these corpses and things. But it's good that folks find ways to use them, because, you know, anytime you can use some of the new decor, that's a plus. Especially if you find interesting ways. I mean, lately, you know, when they first come out, we saw them in a lot of laboratories as, you know, specimens that were being worked on. But this fits really nice too. I guess I got one of the Ichthian extractors under there, so it looks like it's they're actually chopping down the tree. That's the clever use of several items there. Let's see, can we go inside this one as well? Yes, it looks like we can. Here's another little house. I guess this is the hunter's house, maybe. Looks a little bit more, you know, loaded with trophies and stuff. They've even makeshifted their own with the Chupacabra skull and everything. Little bedroom upstairs. Okay, so that was the hunter area. Let's go this way, I guess. Like I said, I haven't really visited these homes completely, so, you know, there could be bits that I'm not sure that there are there. Everybody's favorite little pond thing. Look at all of the snow-covered rocks that they've used to make this area. Crazy the amount of stones. Let's go in here, I guess. Another little house. Well, no, this is an actual faux one. The door doesn't work. But it's a way to kind of expand your plot without really using up too much. You just happen to build the structure itself without worrying about the interior decoration. A lot of people that are doing the little towns like this, that's one way to do it, to make sure you can kind of spin it where you want to. So here we have, it looks to be, I thought it was like kind of like a barn, but it's more like a little house. Bedroom, dining, and the laundry area. This appears to be church or the town hall or something. Nice use of the clock there. Looks a little foreboding with that sky in the background. Here you have a little graveyard. Guess those are supposed to be freshly buried. Got the little snow piles on them. Here we have a nice little sermon area. Cute little benches. It's just the ends of 2x4s being used as the armrest, and the rest is all 2x4s as well. They've taken the time to actually make it look a little curved too, so it's not so uncomfortable looking. A strange person to be leading the thing there. Giggle me gaffo. Let's see. Where does this go? A little prayer room, meditation room, something like that. Okay, let's see. Don't want to miss anything, so. Little garden. The back side of that barn slash house. Little Rousdower corral here. Turn the crafting station into like a barn area as well. Let's see. I think this is the big building in the middle. Probably the main house. Trying not to miss anything. I've seen this in a few places, but it's always funny to look at. There's actually a few places out in the actual game world where they have these feet sticking up, and once we got the NPC decor, a lot of people have been doing that, just sticking them in so only their feet show. So that's a pretty comical thing. Okay, so I think we've gotten everything except the main house. Notice the architecture for all of the homes, fairly similar. You know, some of them have different colored roofs and things, but it keeps it nicely tied in as if it's a cohesive unit. Here we go into the main home. Keep finding. Almost done with that quest. So here is their holiday tree. They've chosen tall files, candles, and purple pillows for their decorations. Now build in little gifts down below, plushies and gift boxes. There's their little bar. The NPCs really help kind of keep things lively, even when you don't have a lot of guests on your plot at the time. But looking so that when you have visitors like myself come, it doesn't feel so, void of life. The NPCs really help with that. Here's their little mantle. Notice they've crafted some of it. It's looks like granite pillars, 2x4s for the top of it. One of the campfire things, but it's using logs to kind of make the fire. Ornate fence for the little grate thing. And drake and curved walls and floors for the rest of it. Looks really nice. It fits the room here nicely because I mean they've got the granite walls carrying, the pillars carrying through. It fits good. Let's see what else. Oh, lots of rooms. So this appears to be bedroom / home office. We don't get stuck in the door. Couple of bedrooms. Maybe this is like an inn, like a tavern kind of thing where they can come and have some drinks and then also rent a room. Kind of what it feels like, since there's so many rooms. Another bedroom. They all have a different personality as well. I like how they got his backpack on there. I think he'd be good for like, going rock climbing or something. He's got his little backpack there. And then a little library. There you go. I think I've covered it all. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I don't know if this place has a bunker house. Some folks specifically cover them up so that you can't get into them because maybe their particular theme doesn't suit that, or they can't think of something that could go down inside there. Some themes just doesn't make sense to have an underground kind of area. I have no idea if this has one or where it would be. If they've got it nicely hidden, and I have no idea where to find it. So my apologies to the builder if I've missed it and there's actually something pretty awesome in there. Maybe it's an incentive for visitors to come and hunt it up themselves. But that is Ravina Featherheart's Frozen Falls. Really nice, lovely little winter village kind of thing. So now we're going to switch over to Dominion side and hop on my little Chua. And the first one we're going to visit is, from what I can tell, it's incomplete, but I wanted to show it anyway because no telling how long I may take them to work on it. They're one of those that really likes to take their time and bring in details and stuff, but I wanted to catch it for the December videos simply because it's wintry and I just want to catch it that way. Maybe even if you don't plan on doing a winter plot this year, if next year rolls around and you decide, okay, I'm up for it, this might help spur some ideas for then. So this is Sasia Samaris's Last Light. You can see that it's not like full-blown winter. The ground isn't the white veil or anything, but they've used a lot of the glacier pillars and things to build up a wintry kind of landscape up above. Again, this is an incomplete plot, so take what you see uh, politely because there's a lot of stuff still to be added. Definitely something worth another visit. So here we have a frozen lake at the back, and the stones are being used like cliffs or something. So you have this little frozen cave. There's all kinds of icicles hanging down, and then it goes out and it turns into this frozen lake. So right off the bat, you have this. I don't know if it's like a lighthouse kind of thing. I guess it's what it's supposed to represent, like a lighthouse. That being like the ocean front or something. And so here you see falls and this bridge with ice hanging off of it. It's a lovely little lighthouse tower kind of thing. You can see there's a lot going on down below. They've got the haunted house fab kit, like a greenhouse for their garden area, and then there's a couple other structures over there, which we'll be going and seeing if we can check out, but definitely want to catch the tower here. Saucy is one of those builders that has a really good feel for natural landscaping, which I have no knack for, so it's always fun to come visit one of their plots. Now, that's a faux door. It's just I think it's one of the dividers, metal divider, I think, with a file for the door handle. There's actually two ways you can go, up and down. Now, down will take you to the bunker house, which, if I recall correctly, is empty. But I wanted to show it anyway because, I mean, look how smoothly, nicely this just swirls down right into this little storage area, and then you got the bunker house. No telling what they're going to put in there. I have no idea what their plans are, but it should be interesting to see what they come up with. But it looks to be just ascending or descending hover park pieces that they've used. A lot of people have really, and including myself, have fallen in love with those hover park pieces. I don't actually build hover parks with them. I just use them for architectural bits. Be it staircases or the actual building or whatever. Then we have a staircase leading up. You can see this just the hole around. And here's a little reading area. Again, hover park pieces, very handy. This looks nice and neat, and then got the stools set in for cushions. So we come out to the little balcony area of the tower, the lighthouse. Yeah, but just glass, and they've overlapped it slightly to give it a little extra decoration. Making sure to add in those icicles to keep in with the wintry feel. And then you can go further up into actual little, I guess, where you would make sure the flame is still lit for any oncoming ships or something. There's the lake, the ocean, the river, the sea. I don't know if they plan on just doing it all the way or just that one portion. Amazingly done though. Look at the trim here, even how they've got the glass. It almost looks like little windows. It's a nifty little effect. Okay, so back down we go. And let's see what we can get to from down below. Don't know if they got this all blocked off or if there's an actual path. Looks all blocked up from over here, so we may have to go on the other side. I'm sure this isn't the way they planned on people coming and visiting their plot, but like here's the one falls where it comes out into the water. And then here's the other one, the one that has the bridge across it. Like so. Don't know if there's anything up here. Take a look. They've got like the blue flare for the smoky effect. Taking the time to add in little foliage, even the little frozen bits of water here. Play along with it being cold and everything. Don't know if there's actually anything in here, but we'll go inside anyway. This is a haunted house fab kit. Yeah, it looks like they're working on it. But even with the bits that they have in there, you can see it's a pretty big place. And they managed to put a second floor in. It should be fun. See, it gives you an idea too of how they build the staircases. And then this is the greenhouse, of course. Basically just their garden fab kit that they've, decorated. Look at the more cover part pieces, and they've made a little fireplace here. Maybe they're cooking up their herbs or something, but it just dresses it up different and makes it look original, even though a lot of people have the garden fab kit on their plot. It's just, makes it their own. And then here we have really spectacular looking, kind of creepy thing. Wow, look at this. Some kind of altar kind of thing going on. Pretty creepy looking, but really nice too. And it's just a lot of the cover part pieces, but it has a really bold effect. The coloring and everything, it just looks nice. So that's what they have so far. Excuse me. It was so great, I got choked up. Just making sure there's nothing else here. Excuse me. Okay, there was a way down into it. I completely missed it as well. There you go. Oh my gosh. So the next one And the final home for our tours is sorry. Is Faith of Freeman's. Oof. Bringing tears to my eyes. Ugh. This one is called the Winterfest Festival. And I do believe that they've entered this plot into the housing competition. So I'm not really going to talk too much about what I like or don't like. I'm just going to show it. Excuse me. There is a lot going on here, so I'm hoping I will catch everything and allow you guys to see all the little bits. But you can see they have a ski lift going on up here, so you can get to that through the squid platform here. And got the new windmill piece to kind of emphasize the fact that this should be actually running. We obviously don't have actual moving parts to be able to make the track actually work, but the idea is there. We've seen a couple of other ski lifts, and again, some interesting uses of items. I think these are some of the new lights from the ship hand decor for the spaceship stuff, for the space chase. So you get that nice antenna thing going on. The backs of the seats are metal grates, and the bottoms with the handles is just a chewa shell upside down or right side up, depending on how you use the shell. But you can see it goes all the way up to the top there. That big oak tree. Excuse me. Down below in the little valley is where you get your skis, I assume. Honestly, I don't know what item this is that they're using for the skis or the snowboards or whatever they're supposed to be. Can't quite tell what that is. So your guess is as good as mine as far as that. The poles, though, are just sparking wires. But I have no idea what the item they're using for this. Apparently, I've not used that item very much because I don't recognize the pattern or the look of it. Excuse me. Let's see, so let's go back up. Maybe I will unchoke for a little bit. Stepping stones for the pathway here. Those you get from, I believe it's Starcom, if you have enough of the rep. I think it's a really low amount of reps, so it's not like you have to wait ages and ages. Using a lot of the frozen platforms and glaciers and such for the landscaping here. Taking the time to write up a little, I guess it's a challenge here. So you find all 12 Giggle Me Gaffos. So we'll kind of mention them as we go. See if we can find them. I kind of doubt it because I'm not really good at those type of games, but we'll see. So here we have the little town up above the little ski area. Just taking a look at the very simple with the roofs, just triangle pieces, but a really cute little scene here. So you have these little like shops It doesn't appear that you can actually go inside them, but you have these little action figures here. Little display cabinets. The handles for the doors are just hammers, double hammers. And you got the toy shop over here. Plushies, 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 lots of plushies. You got bins and bags and strange little skewered plushies and things like that. This one is a dessert shop, so you have a nice big cupcake pie looking thing and a gingerbread house. Really shrunk down. It's one of those things that, again, if you're trying to get like a full widescreen shot of both shops, most of the house disappears, and that's just because of the way built some of the items. You just have to get really up close to see it, but you can see there's like a little miniature wreath, golden wreath on the door. The door itself is one of those metal dividers. The dark keyhole window things for the windows. Lots of toast. Various things. And of course the frozen water for the lake. The little platform that they put it on. Didn't really get too involved with putting in little desserts and stuff. That may be coming later. But they got the little tiered candy dishes, which is just plates, and it looks like Merg Dynamite for the little metal rod that they're on. Before we go up, we'll just go on to the next one over here. Over here, this one's actually open. We can go in it. Appears to be a little snack bar. And then get you some hot cocoa and stuff. Stools made out of, those are the weather vane for the bottom, and then domes for the seat itself. Condiment section. Buckets for the cutlery holders. For the shelving here, that's just travel posters that are sandwiched together. And this one over here, another closed one. Not sure what that is. Looks like a magazine shop or something. I see there's lots of posters on the little shelves here. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's where you get internet access or something. Excuse me. And of course, going through the main town is a little festival float parade kind of thing. So the back one you have a bag of gifts and stuff. And the center one is, of course, a couple of Giggle Me Gaffos on a frozen lake with their gondola. The next one is a snow globe scene. That's a really creepy ProtoStar guy with the WildStars pulling the whole thing. We've got the live entertainment here. Names, they're all in rhythm with each other, but anyway. You got your backup singers and then the main vocalist. Here we have a little bridge for those watching the parade come through. Like I said, there's a lot going on here, so hopefully I don't miss anything. Go up this way. Some little faux homes. Like a little alpine village kind of thing going on. Let's play. So here you have a really, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a shopping thing or what. A lot of WildStar going on. Interesting way of decorating the tree here using the string lights. And that's just the dark mossy bushes as well for the tree. There it is. Folks love their curved tower things. Here's looks like a lunch garden kind of thing. They got all their foods laid out. Not even gonna try and guess what all of those are supposed to represent. Most of it looks pretty straightforward. Coffee machine. Frozen water for the ice for the chilled beer. Repeating this custom stools. It's always good if you're gonna use something like that, kind of keep it uniform throughout. What a display there. Can't quite make out what it is. Continue upward. Looks like the proto offices. Got the water fountain here. Office gossip. Some really big proto guys. There's a little balcony. Really high up. I didn't realize we'd come up so high. And we still got some more to go. Hold on. It just keeps going and going. Okay, looks to be like a more personal kind of, maybe it's where the employees come for their little lounge or something. Looks like this one's in the process of decorating the tree. Lost his hat. Little seats. The legs are just glasses. The cushions, of course, are sleeping bags. Okay, so back down. And we got a long ways to go. I'm gonna get dizzy by the time I get to the bottom. Still going. There we go. Okay, let's see what else is out here. Okay, let's go down first, I guess. I don't know where this leads, if it leads to anything at all. I'm just not quite sure. Wow, it's a really big cave area. Not sure what's maybe planned for here. It's pretty big, that's for sure. I'm gonna get lost as to where we come in. So maybe they have something planned, I don't know. Ah. This must be where the bunker house is. So yeah. Another proto-star thingy. I don't know what it is. If you're wondering what the little railing here is, that's Merc dynamite with chains, hanging chains. Okay, it looks like a proto-theater. They're all ready for the show. Stage area, these I think are the new gear lamps. And then of course the scene itself is the landscape portrait picture with added elements to kind of bring in some wintry look to it. You can kind of see it better this way. Just like they just added their own little extra bits. Got some balcony seating here on the other side. Imagine this is the bathroom. They've even indicated, see how, again, this is one of those examples of if you want to take a nice wide shot, you lose a lot of that little detail. You have to get really up close to see how much detail they put in. So there's the little girls and then little guys. Looks to be hover park pieces that they've used, like the little symbols. Even just a little bit of distance, it can lose some of that detail. It's a shame, but that's, you know, part of the price of trying to build something like that. Let's see, is there anything down here? Doesn't look like it. Just domes for the stairs here. That was a interesting way of indicating where you're supposed to click. You notice they've got the entire ladder that usually you would see down below hidden, but got just one little bit, and they've made sure that the visitors will see it. Okay, so where did we come in? I think it was over here. A really big cave for indicating the bunker house is. Has a lot of potential for some interesting things going on down below. Okay, let's go up, further up. This here, like a star. For a little competition trying to find out the geckos. I sure haven't seen a lot of them. Maybe I'm just blind. I've only seen the 2 so far. Here's a holiday tree. This one, just think about how many of these bottles they had to use to make that tree. They used the dark mossy bushes for the center of it, but they just tacked on the wine bottles. That's a lot of bottles. NPCs holding their gift bags and stuff. I can get a, oops, go right through there. Trying to get a good shot of the star. Sparking wires for the construction of it. Obviously, with all that sparkiness going on. I can't quite zoom out far enough. Good shot of the little village here, though. Okay. Let's see, I don't know if there's anything over here. It'll look like it. Stick to the path. Okay. Some hazard cones. And then follow the cones. So here we are at the top of the ski lift. Don't see any skiers, so I'm not sure if I'm just missing it or what. I'm looking. I guess the hazard cones are the markers for that. It looks like they're showing maybe somebody fell and tumbled and turned into a snowball or something. I'm not sure. Or it's just an action scene where the snowball is coming down. It's going to land somewhere out there. Looks like using icicles for the marking. So I think that's it. I honestly don't know if there's anything else to see. If I've missed it, I apologize if there's more to this. But I think I've covered it all. I will, of course, be revisiting this place later. I'm actually planning to wait on the judging part that I'm responsible for until after the deadline, because I know that some folks may still be adding things even if they've entered their plot officially into the contest. That there may be some last minute details that they add, so I'm holding off until the actual deadline is done. Hey, there's a good old Megapho. See, that'll be something I'll probably try and do on my own time. Look for all the geckos. But yeah, so that's Faitha Freeman's Winterfest Festival plot. Like I said, there's a lot going on here. Definitely worth a visit, as are all of the other places that we visited today. And hopefully you've enjoyed our last winter-esque tours for this month. Next month we will be starting back on just regular random bits. There may be some winter plots hereafter, but it's not going to be the whole show will be dedicated to that. It will be just maybe one or two here and there as we come across them. But yeah, tomorrow we'll probably be back to my alts plot to check out some more ideas on decorating the little log cabin that we made yesterday, and then just finish that up for probably the rest of this week, and then next week we'll start on some new bits. I still don't know what to do, but I'll come up with something this weekend and see about tackling it. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a real pleasure for me to hunt down all of these winter plots. Maybe in the future, as another holiday comes up and we have a really strong theme that a lot of people are aiming for, we'll do another themed month. But for now, I think that's it. If you're planning to get into the competition for the Winterfest housing competition that Venus Rising is hosting, or the one that Black Dagger Society is hosting, be sure to check out both threads, especially if you're on Entity side, since Black Daggers is just for Entity. The links to those threads are on my resources area on the Twitch channel page, or you can just visit the official forums and look in the actual realm specific sub-forums for that. But be sure and sign up if you have a plot that you feel fits it. There are certain criteria you got to meet, like there does need to be a protostar kind of tribute somewhere on the plot for Venus Risings. They don't require you to have snow on your plot. So, you know, if you have a beach scene but it's decorated for the holiday, you know, that would qualify. But, you know, do be sure and read all of the rules and requirements and everything, just to make sure. The deadline for Venus Risings is the 7th, which is next week sometime, I think. I don't know what specific day off the top of my head, but it's soon. It's coming soon. So if you have one that you're working on and you've just been putting it off, don't wait too long. You know, don't forget. Don't miss out, because it would be sad if you put all that hard work in and then forgot to sign up. If you are trying to finish yours up with this last week of, grabbing what you can from the Winterfest holiday event and everything, good luck with that. I hope to see lots of homes. It will be fun for me to kind of take on a different role. And usually I go on tour and I just kind of, yeah, that's kind of pretty, that's nifty, that's a nice idea. But now I'm going to have to actually, categorically say, well, I think this is worth so many points and that's worth so many points and that kind of thing. And that'll be different. We'll see how it goes. This may be the one and only time I volunteer for judging, depending on how it turns out, if folks are happy with the results and stuff. But that remains to be seen. So in the meantime, good luck, have fun with housing. I still hear a lot of people talking about how they're intimidated by what other people are making, and in comparison to what they're making. Don't let that stop you. We have builders of all skill level. Some of us may seem a little bit more capable, but a lot of that is just we've had more time to work on it. It's tough for a newcomer to come in and go, hey, I just started into housing and I'm seeing all this awesome stuff. And they have to remember, a lot of us have been at this for well over a year now, so we've gotten used to the controls. We can build things quicker than a lot of people that are just starting out. That a lot of that just comes with time and practice. So don't be too intimidated. Definitely don't be discouraged by what you see others working on. If you have an idea to build a toy shop and you see what someone else build a toy shop and you think, I'll never, don't let that stop you. Build yourself a toy shop. If that's what you want to build it. Because a lot of the nice things about housing is the uniqueness. Your shop won't be like their shop. And you never know, you might inspire somebody else. If everybody just kind of went, meh, then we never have any new homes to look at, and that's really not the idea. We want new and more and different ideas. And you just need lots of people getting into it. So try not to be discouraged. The main thing is have fun with it. If you're having fun with housing, regardless of what the outcome is, that's really the big point, is to have fun with it. If it becomes like a second job or something, that's maybe a hint to set it to the side and do something else for a little bit. Because for me, it's all about having fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. And have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.